Have you ever been bored of zombies? Try doing Easter eggs. Side effects may include depression, anxiety, schizophrenia, fatigue, outrage, and erectile dysfunction.
What is happening? What the freak? Dude, no! And now one just spawned right on top of me too! What is this? What is this? See what I mean? See what I mean? It's so stupid! Like this Easter egg's been out forever. If you don't run danger closest, it's so stupid. Legit, well, like, he just goes bloop, bloop. He goes bloop, bloop, bloop. And the hitbox is so big that it just kills you no matter where you are on the map.
Even more side effects include constipation, diarrhea, nausea, vomiting, lightheadedness, weakness, excessive sweating, loss of appetite, loss of intelligence, loss of mental sanity, loss of will to live, loss of friends, and divorce.
What is going on, guys? My name is Arya, and today we're gonna talk about the top 5 hardest Easter eggs to do on solo. Cause I have no friends. Coming in at number 5, we have Zetsubou no Shima. I think it's safe to say that Zetsubou is somewhat of a difficult map overall, which factors into the overall difficulty of this Easter egg. The majority of the egg is pretty much doing the things you have to do to get set up, like turning on the power, getting the Skull of Non-Sopway, getting the KT4, and upgrading the KT4. It's not too hard, but mostly tedious. Now let's talk about the boss fight. The boss fight is lackluster at best. Nothing really happens. You're being chased by spiders and thrashers, and Takeo just slams his arms at you every now and then like an angry old man.
Don't start with me, asshole! Because I hate a 63-year-old man that can kick your ass!
It can be difficult if you're doing it solo, since all the doors in this map will basically force you to go into bankruptcy.
I declare bankruptcy!
And don't even get me started on these assholes.
I got him!
Wait, spiders? Why couldn't we follow the butterflies?
Coming in at number 4, we have the Revelations main Easter egg. Oh boy, I am not a fan of this one. All this Easter egg is just getting points and hitting the box over and over again. Then there's the dreaded bone step, and then the Arnie step. And last but not the least, the summoning key step. And then comes the boss fight. It honestly reminds me of Exo Zombies a little bit.
Oh my god!
I'm dead! I'm dead! I'm dead!
In the beginning, there's just way too much going on at once, and after that, it just becomes identical to the Shadow Man boss fight in Shadows of Evil. Overall, not the most difficult Easter egg, but if you're going solo, then be prepared for the possibility of things going very wrong. Coming in at number 3, we have Der Eisendrache. Okay, for disclosure, I really enjoyed this Easter egg. It is one of my favorites, but looking at it objectively, it's a tough one. For starters, you have to be quick enough when you're looking for the wisps, cause they're on a time limit, so you better haul ass. Then you gotta play Simon Says. This is my least favorite part of the egg, just throwing it out there. Now, you do the Keeper step. During the step, sometimes a panzer spawns nearby and shatters your miserable dreams. The Keeper boss fight. This is one of the most epic boss battles in any game ever. It sure as hell is difficult with multiple panzers spawning in and shooting shock charges at you. This is where most of the difficulty comes from. It feels very climactic. The steps in the beginning are much easier, and as you progress, these steps get harder and harder, and it all leads to this epic battle with the giant keeper. Coming in at number 2, we have Gorod Krovi's main Easter egg. This one is by far my favorite Easter egg to do. It's challenging, difficult, and sometimes rage-inducing. Everything is pretty straightforward all the way up until the time when you have to start doing the challenges. So let's talk about those, starting with everyone's favorite, the Valkyrie drone escort.
For doing the Valkyrie drone step solo, it's essential to have a shambling speed gobble gum. I've tried using insta-kills, nukes, fear in headlights even, and I failed repeatedly. And look at shambling speed. Shambling speed makes this step so stupid easy.
Just a normal escort mission, but the problem is the zombies don't attack the Valkyrie drone, they attack you. So the game is pretty much forcing you to make an important decision. Do I train the zombies and escort the drone super slowly, or do I risk it and put most of my focus on escorting instead of staying alive? That's why I love Jason Blundell's maps, to be honest. He makes it so that your decision-making skills keep you alive. Well, that and Perkaholic. But you know what I'm saying. Next, we have the Russian Mangler escort.
You dirty bastard!
Now this one is kind of annoying considering sometimes he can spawn in weird places and can be hard to find. And another thing that's difficult about this is that the Mangler himself will attack you and so will the zombies. So you got a lot on your plate. But if you shoot one of his arms off with the Ray Gun Mark III, then he starts running and makes the process go by a lot faster. Next up, there's the Gersh step. Oh my god, I fucking hate this step. I can't stand that yellow orb-like douchebag.
What is happening?
This is probably the hardest challenge yet. You have to find him, shoot him 3 times, and that's it. Sounds simple enough, right?
Wrong.
The problem arises when you'll notice that he can pass through walls and all kinds of objects, and he can be in the upper level or the lower level of the map. Your only clue to finding him is listening for him, and if you don't find him and shoot him in time, you have to wait until the next round to do this challenge. This step is cancer. The next challenge is the Graph module step. I don't like this one either, considering how fragile the Graph module is, but if you have a decent gun, it's just simple enough. And of course, there's the dreaded bomb step. This step solo is surprisingly easy since you have the benefit of pausing the game. Actually, this might be the easiest challenge to do on solo. And for the last one, we have the lockdown sequence with the Russian Manglers. And this one can be stressful since the Manglers run at full speed and the fog covers the distance, so all you hear is a Mangler growling from a far distance, and the next thing you know, you're dead. And finally, we get to the boss fight. This boss fight is really well done. It's challenging in the best way possible. The dragon fight is kinda underwhelming, but the Nikolai fight is when it gets serious. Nikolai is a drunken madman who just doesn't give a fuck. He fires at you like there's no tomorrow. He shoots you with electric harpoons and he sends raps after you. It's pretty epic and the most difficult boss battle in my opinion. Coming in at number 1, we have Origins. And this is it. The most difficult Easter egg to do on solo. This is the Easter egg to do if you want to go from a casual player to a more professional type of player. It's the ultimate measuring stick in zombies. You want to see how good you are? Well, try speedrunning this Easter egg. To put it in perspective for you, the record for this one is 1 hour, 5 minutes, and 55 seconds. That means that this person turned on 6 generators, built the shield, built the Maxis drone, killed 120 zombies to get the Thunder Fist, melee killed 40 zombies to get the G-Struck grenade, got all 4 staffs, upgraded all 4 staffs, put all the staffs back in their respective robots, did the G-Strike grenade step, killed 6 panzers at once, meleeed a whole bunch of other zombies to get the Iron Fist, and on top of all of that, killed about 100 zombies more to open the gateway to Agartha. And he did all of that in 1 hour and 5 minutes. 1 hour and 5 minutes! Oh my god, that's it, I'm done. I can't even do that shit in like 2 hours. This is bullshit! Fucking bullshit!